Hey there guys, it's xLyra here, and sorry I haven't put up a video in a while. I've been really busy with school. I'm sick a little bit, so I'm gonna try and make this quick, but I have another deck profile with you guys, for you guys, I don't know. But right now I'm gonna do Noble Knights, which is kind of a sleeper hit, not too powerful, but I have a feeling that once everything comes into play with Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy and Judgment of the Light, which are guaranteed to have more Noble Knight support, I'm pretty sure this deck's going to take off. So if you want to learn about them, well, here's the place to do it. Expect me to have another deck profile once the new cards come out. I'm pretty sure the deck's going to be much better by then. So let's get right into it. Alright, let's get right into the monsters. So let's hurry up. Run 3 Noble Knight Artorigus, because he's the main centerpiece of the deck. He's easily summonable with Rescue Rabbit. You can summon him with Drought if you really need to. And he also has 1800 defense, so if you want to set him, he's really powerful. Most people will be like, if you set him, let's say they attack with, I don't know, Bear, and they try, or Gorilla, and they try to destroy your monster, it has 1800. Don't expect it to survive Bear, because they have that destroying monsters ability, but it really gets around Gorilla if they don't have enough fire formations on the field. Watch out for Atlantean Marksman if you set him as well, but he also has 1800 attack, which is pretty high for a normal warrior. Next, I run 3 Noble Knight Gawain. Gawain combos really well with Artorigus because he's an instant rank 4 warrior Xyz, or just any generic. He also works well with Noble Knight Midrot because Midrot's a light warrior as well. I run 1 Ignoble Knight of Black Lancelin. He's a pretty bad card, so you don't want to draw him. But he does give you access to rank 5 Xyz summons with the next card I'm going to show you. He's not very powerful on his own, he's only good as a combo piece. You never want to draw this guy. Next, oh my god, it took me forever to get these guys. 3 Noble Knight Midrot, because he is the main workhorse of this deck. What he does is when you equip him with the Noble Arms, he becomes level 5, and he becomes a dark monster, just like Ignoble Knight of Black Lancelin. And what you can do is, if you control no other monsters other than Midrot, you can summon any Noble Knight from your deck except Midrot. That means Gawain, Lancelin, or Artorigus, even though you probably want to save Artorigus for Rescue Rabbit. You summon that Knight in defense from your deck, and then you have to destroy 1 Noble Arms you control. Or just one equip spell in general. But the thing with Midrot is, that means you would become level 4. So, if you summon Lancelin, that means you destroyed your equip spell, right? And he becomes level 4? Well, that's wrong, because all the Noble Arms re-equip themselves, so he'll become a level 5 again. You could stack that for a rank 5. Or what you can do is special summon Noble Knight Gawain, move your equip spell equipped to Midrot. When it's destroyed, you can re-equip it to another Noble Knight. Choose Gawain, make a rank 4 XYZ summon. So, that's why Midrot's really good. Run 3 of him. He's like the best card yet for the Noble Knights. Outside of Noble Knights, I run 2 Rescue Rabbit. A lot of people ask me, why do you only run 3 normals when you have 2 Rescue Rabbits? Statistically speaking, 2 Rescue Rabbits, statistically you're only going to draw 1 over the course of the entire game. And if you draw the second, it's going to be dead, but the chance of that is extremely slim. And also, because you only run 3 normals, it's really hard to draw just 2 normals before you actually draw into your first rabbit. So chances are when you draw your first Rescue Rabbit, it's always going to be live. And the chances are that you draw the second one, not so high, but it's worth it if you can draw the first rabbit and make an instant rank 4. You can also use the second rabbit for Tragodia. I run 2 Tragodias, and Tragodia is really powerful because you can special summon him when you take damage. You can ditch a dead rabbit if you have it in your hand, take control of a rank level 4 monster, and then you can instantly make a rank 4 XC summon. So Tragodia is really versatile. You can control cards, which is good because Noble Knights usually have a lot of stuff going on in the back row. So Trag is also a good defense, which this deck really needs. Run 1 Spirit Reaper just for the added defense it provides. If you're out of resources, you can sit on Spirit Reaper for a few turns, maybe take a card out of their hand, which is extremely powerful. Watch out for Dark Worlds, of course. But if you need to sit on a card, this is the best one to do it because he also has the additional attack, discard 1 random card ability. Finally, 2 Veilers, because what can I say? Veilor's a really good card in this format. He might not be very good against Dark World, or Mermail, or, well, it's decent against Fire Fist. And it destroys the new wind-up builds. So, that's warrant enough for me to get 2 of those into the main deck. Alright, let's go into spells. Dark Hole, Heavy, Reborn. Not much to say there. Pot of Avarice, because it makes your second rabbit live if you can pull it off. And Midrot and Gawain, you really fill your graveyard incredibly quickly. So if you draw Pot of Avarice early game, it might be dead. But after 2 or 3 turns, if you can get your engine rolling, it can give you a free +1 and reset your rabbit engine. Oh, whoops. 2 Duality, because this deck needs as much consistency as it gets. It doesn't have any search cards other than Launcelin. And Launcelin's a pretty bad search card. So it gives you access to more Noble Knights, more Noble Arms, and your stables. And even though you're giving up your special summons, usually you can sit on a Spirit Reaper or a Tragodia, or set Artorigus. So you have enough options to keep you alive, and I'm pretty sure 1 turn will kill you. 1 Rhoda to act as an additional copy of every Noble Knight you have except Launcelin. And so this is easily your 4th Midrot. So if you draw this along with the Noble Arms at the beginning of the game, bam, you're good to go. That's a first turn rank 5. Now let's go into the Noble Arms. I run 3 Noble Arms Arfuditire. Arfuditire is basically MST, but with the added bonus of destroying any set card. So the ideal play you want to do is, let's say you have Midrot in hand and a Noble Arms. What Arfuditire does is when you equip it to a warrior type monster, you can make it lose 500 attack points and then destroy any set card your opponent controls. And that targets. So what you want to do is summon Midrot, equip it with Arfuditire, make it lose 500 and destroy a set card. That could be Solemn Warning, that could be Torrential Tribute, that could be Bottomless Trap Hole. Anything that could stop a summon. Next, you want to use Midrot's effect to summon a Noble Arms, or not Noble Arms, a Noble Knight. Let's say you want to summon Launcelin. Noble Arms Arfuditire will be destroyed. But since its effect says you can re-equip it to a Noble Knight, re-equip it back to Midrot. Use its effect again to destroy another face-down card, so that's +2 for you. +3 if you count that. And then you take a -2 by summoning that, so you get a +1 in the process. And you get a rank 5 monster. That could be Adrius, Tyrus, or Volcasaurus. That's just the basic Noble Arms play. I also run 1 Caliburn, just because I want the 3 different Noble Arms to use the new XYZ Monsters effect. King Artorigus. So this one lets you gain 500. This one lets you lose 500 and destroy a set card. This also gives you 500 attack, and you gain 500 life points, which is pretty good when it comes to Solemn Warning. Next, run 2 Gallatin, because Gallatin's extremely powerful. Basically, Acts of Despair, but you lose 200 attack every one of your standby phases. Still, if you're sticking around to the point that where you're already actually losing net attack, you probably already won the game by now, so the 200 attack loss isn't that big of a deal. 2 swings from Blade Armor Ninja equipped with this card is already 3,200 damage. Times 2, 6,400 damage in 1 turn. That is incredible. You cannot pass that up. I would run a 3rd Gallatin, but I'm low on space. 2 Lance, because you want your Noble Knight Midrot to go through as fast, or not as fast, but as safely as possible. If he gets bottomless, if he gets deprisoned, or he gets torrential tributed, you want to make sure he stays alive. So Forbidden Lance is extremely powerful in keeping him alive. Keep in mind that it only says unaffected, so you can still equip him with the equip spell. He won't get the benefits, or he can't use their effects, but he will be able to use his effect to destroy it and summon a Noble Knight from your deck. So even though it's unaffected, it still works with the Noble Arms. It also works as a battle trick, so you can keep your monsters alive. So, you know, Forbidden Lance is a big card of this format. Last, I run 2 MST. I would run a 3rd if I had space, but since I have Arfuditire, I'm pretty sure only one MST lost for 3 Arfuditires. That's a good deal for me, so 2 MST makes do. Good enough. Let's go into the traps now. 2 Mirror Force, because I want to keep my monsters alive. 2 Torrential Tribute. Not much to say there. Really, it's just 2 Torrentials. Standard. Solemn Duo. Judgment Warning. That's basically it. Standard. There's no reason not to play these 2 cards, so I'm playing them. Let's get right into the extra deck now. Alright, let's just finish this up. So before I want to go into the extra deck, I just want to go over some basic combos. To make a rank 4, you can use Rescue Rover to summon 2 Artorigus. If you need a 3rd material, you can special summon Gawain. If you want to make a rank 5, you can also use Midrot, summon Launcelin from your deck with one of these Noble Arm cards, and then re-equip the Noble Arms to Midrot. Or if you want to make a rank 4 with Midrot, you can also summon Gawain or Artorigus, though I recommend Gawain, since you want to keep these in the main deck so you can summon it with Rabbit. Alright, let's just go into this right now. 1 Artorias, King of the Noble Knights, because he's a beast, but he only has 2,000 attack, so it's really rare that you have all 3 noble arms in the grave, so it's best to only run 1 and pull them out when you need to. 1 Adrius, he's a pretty good plus. 1 Tyrus. 1 number 12, Crimson Shadow Armor Ninja. I'll probably replace him for number 61, Volcasaurus, once I can get my hands on one, but he's a good first turn rank 5. Shockmaster, because a card that says, oh, you can't play this type of card is just too good, so why not play him? 1 Black Ship of Corn, because he gets over Maestro, Zemains, and Gachi, so Corn is really good in this format, so I'd recommend picking one up as fast as you can. 1 Roach, just because I hate agents, and with the new Elemental Dragons coming out, this card's going to be amazing. So, this is a card to look out for. This card's going to be really good. 1 Abyss Dweller, because Abyss Dwellers kills Mermails, kills Dark World, so the card's pretty good. 1 Blade Armor, 1 Excalibur, 1 Maestro, and 1 Catastrophe for the effect Railers. I don't have Gaga Cowboy or Diamond Direwolf, so right now I've been working with Violon Disigma and Utopia. Disigma is actually a pretty useful card because if your opponent already has a lot of stuff on board and Shockmaster isn't useful, you can just summon Disigma, take one of their monsters by teaching material, and then basically becomes a Catastrophe in its own right. So Disigma is pretty good. He's not as good as Shockmaster in most situations, but if you need an offensive 3 material rank 4, then Disigma is the guy, so come on. Right, there you go. Utopia, not really much to say. I'd rather have Gaga Cowboy in that slot, but low on space, so yeah. So that was my Noble Knight deck. Hope you guys liked it. Sorry it's kind of like in shambles. Had a lot of stuff on my plate. I'm doing a lot of work lately, so this is the best I can do for you guys. Sorry I haven't been doing videos, but I'm on spring break due to Easter, so you can expect to see more content. I'm probably going to update my trade binder and show you guys some new deck list ideas that I've been coming up with. So thanks a lot for watching. See you soon. xLyra's signing out.